And as a young man, he was summoned to the wars. Spent his best years with blood on his hands.
Hey guys, it's HomoMoto. Here's another video. Well, last night I went out with my family to have some dinner, and I got the pick, so with me being half Mexican, I wanted Mexican food. Woof woof, back to you. I'm not talking my usual Taco Bell, I'm talking a good authentic Mexican restaurant. Really good place here on the square in Athens. Well, about the time we get back home, because we sat there a little longer than we should, I get back home and I have got to go to the bathroom bad. I'm talking real bad. Well, I go to get out of the car and I have a visitor at the house. Now, this wasn't really a welcome visitor. Wasn't really an unwelcome visitor either. With the exception of this visitor, stinks. I'm talking way above and beyond body odor. I'm talking really stinks. But when I get out of the car, I'm a little afraid that this visitor may make me stink too. Have you guessed what I'm talking about? I'm talking about a skunk. This thing is right beside my front porch. When we roll up, he decides to start leaving. Okay, so I'm thinking everything's good, right? Well, just to be on the safe side, I'm a little cautious about approaching this new visitor. So we wait for a little while before I decide to get out of the car, and he's moved on around the house. Because I sure don't want to get sprayed. Having a hard time adjusting to the way I got to put my visor for sound, because I had to move my mic and I've got it right in front of my mouth because the sound quality wasn't good prior to me doing that. But now, as I'm riding, I have to be real careful because I know that you guys think I sound like this guy.
Lord Vader.
That's because I've got some nasal problems. And I have a hard time breathing through my nose. If I'm not on my bike, I'm not a mouth breather, but if I am, you know, it's kind of hard to keep from it. But getting back to my story, I go in the house, and I've got it's a 22 pellet rifle. It's just an air gun. And I'm really thinking about going and asking this visitor to leave. I don't want to get sprayed. But I got to thinking about it. And as long as I leave it alone, it should be fine. So my sister calls me. And she says, "Please don't shoot flour." I said, "Flour? Why would I want to shoot flour? This stuff would get all over the place." She says, "You know, from Bambi."
Flour? Me?
I'm sitting there thinking, this ain't flour from Bambi in my yard. This is Pepe Le Pew. But I go back outside and the skunk is nowhere to be seen. So I got to feeling guilty about it and thinking, wait a minute, if I make a friend with this guy, maybe he won't spray me. So I decided to put out a bowl of food and water, cat food and water. That way, if he's in my yard when I come home, I will at least see where he's at. That way I'll know to avoid him. So he don't have to get shot and I don't have to get sprayed. Have a mutual agreement. I will feed you if you leave me alone. Who knows, maybe I'll get a pet. An outside pet. I've already got a couple outside cats. I've got a gray and white cat that used to be an inside cat, and I call her Sesame Chicken. I've got another cat outside. It's a black cat. I call it Mugu Gaipan. And then my inside cat, his name is Peking Duck, but we all call him Ducky. And no, I'm not eating my cats. I like Chinese food, but not that much. Besides, I don't know the recipes. But I figured I'll have another outside pet, and that'd be pretty cool, because I've always wanted a skunk, just I don't want to get stinky. It's not like I'm going to walk up and pet the thing anyway. You never know. I don't want to get bit either. I am really enjoying this day. It was supposed to rain today, but I guess it decided not to. So I decided I'm going to come out and go for a little ride, enjoy myself. Just riding along, doing nothing, thinking nothing. Just enjoying this day, enjoying this weather.
I was a storm and I passed right over you, and I tried to eclipse the sun in the hopes that you love the tumble and spray in your face, and the sky broken by